Mr. Beast is truly evil. So recently, a bunch of news about the most famous YouTuber on the planet, Mr. Beast, has come out, exposing him as a truly evil person surrounded by a bunch of evil people running an evil company that abuses its workers and looks down on women. Mr. Beast has recently hired a celebrity lawyer known as Alex Spiro, and according to some sources, this is going to do even more harm than good for his public reputation. DogPack 404 has recently made a bunch of videos exposing Mr. Beast. He currently has 3, and the video I'm making takes a lot of reference from him, so be sure to go check him out if you want to see his full video explaining everything in much better detail than I possibly ever could. Mr. Beast works with a convicted child predator. At the current time, we are unsure of his name, but around there they call him Delaware because he can't go back to Delaware after he did something very inappropriate to a child. You can see in the video called "I Spent 24 Hours Straight in Prison Challenge," he calls out the name Delaware to somebody.
And the other 2 get $5,000 each. Whoever steps out, if Delaware steps out, you 2 get $5,000. Ethan steps out, you 2 get $5,000. It's still $5,000 each.
Mr. Beast is connected to a man named James Warren, who is his cousin. He currently has domestic violence charges against him, and I'm going to say allegedly for my own legal protection. He's allegedly an ex-drug addict and would offer coke and SEX workers to editors for them to stay late. LaQuaya Hill is the best friend of James Warren, Mr. Beast's cousin. We don't know too much about him, but from what we do know is that he has been accused of sexually assaulting his assistants. He would force his assistant to sleep in the same bed as him on trips, touched him inappropriately, and dangled his job in front of him, in the sense that, if you don't do this for me, I will fire you. He was allegedly fired, but upon deeper inspection, it is known that he was quietly moved to a different department in the same company owned by Mr. Beast. His socials have mysteriously disappeared, and eventually an email did get leaked showing him officially getting fired, according to what we know. Kris Tyson is a childhood friend of Mr. Beast. He was previously a man, but in recent years has transitioned into a woman. A woman known as Jess has come forward with accusations toward Kris Tyson, alleging that she was sexually assaulted by them. Kris Tyson has also recently been exposed for grooming a child and sending inappropriate photos and videos to them. He has also purchased art from an artist known as Shadman, who is known for drawing CP. According to Jess, Kris Tyson's SA victim, she heard Mr. Beast say the guy making exposés about him, that being DogPack 404, has videos that would definitely get him cancelled. The Boys Club, aka Mr. Beast's friend group, looks down on women in the company, and when a woman would walk out of the room, Mr. Beast and his group of friends would comment inappropriately on the woman's body and make inappropriate comments about her. She also alleges that she has seen Jimmy, aka Mr. Beast, being told about SA happening in the company and proactively working to keep it quiet. Maddie Spadell is Mr. Beast's ex-girlfriend. She made a lengthy Instagram post vaguely speaking about Mr. Beast. She claimed she avoided helping people who she saw were being mistreated, and has also said she is glad to have that weirdo out of her life. Jeff Hosenbolt is Mr. Beast's new president and COO. He is described as arrogant and lacking self-awareness, and has been known to please himself to company workout videos. Mr. Beast is extremely misogynistic, as we have video proof of him saying that he does not get along with women.
I don't really get along with women.
And also claiming that you do not respect a woman you pretend to.
Women are stupid because they're inferior to men.
That when she and a group of contestants who were menstruating during the event had asked the production staff about getting their underwear more quickly, she had been told that it was not a medical emergency.
You'll never actually respect a woman, but just act like you respect them.
My God. Mr. Beast withheld my birth control. I have ovarian cysts. You can't just stop taking birth control.
Some of his ex-employees have come forward talking about how they were told directly by Jimmy not to be in a room alone with some people in his company. Many of the men in Mr. Beast's company would make rape jokes and jokes about pedophilia. They would scream and hit walls when they got upset, and many of these ex-employees have talked about how the HR department in Mr. Beast's company is completely useless as his mother runs it. Popular internet personality Keemstar has been alleged to be working with Mr. Beast to help discredit his ex-girlfriend and try and save face for Mr. Beast. A man known as Jake Weddle has recently come forward in collaboration with DogPack 404 to tell his story about working under Mr. Beast. He describes feeling mistreated and abused by Mr. Beast and his company. He claims that he was locked in a room with the lights constantly on and forced to run on a treadmill for extended amounts of time until his feet bled. Mr. Beast refused to pay him the full amount he was owed, but after news broke, he reached out to Jake Weddle and offered to pay him the remaining funds. A lot of people might chalk up what I'm saying to Mr. Beast's friends and co-workers being evil people. But, as the old Spanish proverb says, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. From everything that we know, Mr. Beast is surrounded by evil people, and he has allegedly worked to keep the actions of his evil friends quiet. At the current time, DogPack 404, who is currently leading the investigation against Mr. Beast, has claimed that he will not release another video until Mr. Beast responds. We will have to wait for further information from either party. As for right now, all of the information stated here is alleged. Much of the information covered here, I would like to credit to DogPack 404 and Sesh. I will have links to both of their channels in my description.